Okay, I'm the shock agenda, of course, and this is on Trump and the G on Tyler Robinson. Charlie Kirk, a conservative commentator and Trump ally, was shot at a Utah Valley University um, interview he was having, a campus interview, outdoor campus interview, and he was shot in broad daylight from about 200 yards. So, someone with a high-powered rifle and a scope from the top one of the buildings. So, um, and the FBI has been looking for this person. It's a manhunt for this person. The FBI put out a picture of what the suspect looked like on Thursday night. 22-year-old, someone in the early 20s, of college age, and he looked like a college student, so he fit in. Someone who could commit an act and blend in with the crowd and leave with the crowd, and not bring extra attention to himself because he just blended in with the crowd who was running the shooting. Um, I always speculated that this kid, somebody from Utah, because he had to know the area. He had to be familiar with the campus, likely visit the campus or been on campus several times, likely visit that building days beforehand, maybe even a day of, to figure out where Charlie Kirk would be sitting and how he could get a vision of Kirk. And authorities said that he had to have some type of passcode or something to get into the building. I wasn't sure if he was a UVU student or what, but they're saying that he at least attended Utah State University for at least a year. So he had attended 1 year college and he looked like a college kid. So again, somebody from the area, and they identified and then Friday morning they announced they had arrested someone named Tyler Robinson, who was from the area, was from Utah, and had grown up shooting. Maybe wasn't in the military, but he had grown up shooting guns. He was familiar with guns. His father was familiar with guns. His uncle was formerly in the military. So also someone who may have been in line with the trans community, because one of the, a couple of the questions that Charlie Kirk fielded before he died was one of the questions was someone asked, like, was Charlie Kirk aware of how many trans people had committed mass murder? And Charlie Kirk said too many, and the questioner said 10. May I give me 5 over the past 10 years, or something like that. Seemed kind of odd. Then he asked how many mass murders were committed by African Americans, and Charlie Kirk said, including gang related, and that's when he got shot. So shortly after the person asked the trans question, a mass shooting by a trans person, Charlie Kirk was shot. And now it's coming out that maybe this gentleman, the Tyler Robinson, may have been in a relationship or had a partner or a roommate that identified as trans. So here's the interview from the FBI announcing that they got their man.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University. This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving at the UVU campus in a gray
Anyway, so my video may be messing up a little bit, but they say he arrived in a gray Dodge Challenger, and he was turned in by his father, and I think also a minister. So the father turned him in. I think he confessed to the father that he had committed this crime, Authorities are also talking to his roommate, who apparently has text messages and other information, other evidence related to the crime. So he's been taken into custody, and I'm sure they're gathering more evidence of to prove his guilt, and also maybe to find out if anybody else was an accomplice to the crime. So anyway, it just seems like I know Charlie Kirk may have been he was a conservative commentator, but just because you don't agree with his views, that's not grounds to shoot anyone. And this country's become really divided, and everything's partisan. Even after the incident, people trying to figure out whether the shooter was a Democrat, a left wing, or right wing. So people have to figure out what your politics are before they determine their views on you. That's crazy. Nobody deserves to get shot, and again, the environment we're in now is pretty precarious with all these mass shootings and shootings of or shot attempts of political figures. So I'm sure more will come out of this over the next couple of days, but it's a really sad turn of events. So that's Trump and the G on Tyler Robinson. Thank you.